I heard about this antique jewelry show that was happening in Chelsea, and I've been looking for a very specific vintage watch for some time now that I originally had plans to fly to Japan to shop for because they have a great secondhand market. But hey, if I can find it here, that'll save me a trip to Japan. We were deplaning and I saw a flight attendant friend. He was like, girl, what are you doing in New York? And I just told him we were going for the day to see Rafi's sister and do a little shopping. And then I asked him, what are you doing in New York? And he was like, oh, I'm just going for brunch. So airline employee coded. Okay, back to watches. We hopped in the car and headed into the city. If you like vintage anything, this place would be your heaven. There's a variety of vintage items for sale, but I am especially drawn to jewelry and watches, so I got started there. This is the watch model I've been looking for. I'm obsessed with the bathtub shaped casing. I think it's just so timeless and elegant. There are a few different variations and I'm not exactly sure which one I want yet. And because I didn't feel 100% on any, I didn't buy one this trip, but it was really nice to try a few different styles on so I could get a feel for the vibe that I want when I do make the purchase. I think a trip to Japan will be happening after all, so stay tuned. We walked around for about 2.5 hours, so I feel like I could have stayed an entire week. There was so much to look at. I swear I could be on 3 hours of sleep, work for 10 hours, and still be able to go out for 10 hours and be totally fine. Rafi, on the other hand, will pass out any second he gets, which is totally fine. I just think we're built differently. We had lunch in Brooklyn at this insane ramen restaurant, which I might go so far as to say that I think this was the best ramen I've had in my entire life. Followed by dessert at this bakery that I've had on my list to try for literally years. The ingredients they use are so clean. Definitely lived up to the hype. We hung out with Rafi's sister for the rest of the day, got some steps in. I think the cherry blossoms were a sign that I do need to take a trip to Japan. And before we knew it, we were back at the airport. Our approximately 12 hours spent in New York was a success. Call me crazy, but I kind of want to make this a weekend ritual for us. Taking a little day trip somewhere, because if that's not a reminder that we have free will, then I don't know what is. Well, free will and flight benefits. Bye.